What's up, everyone? It's the Benchwarmers, and we are back reacting to the second of the Giants' top 7 picks in this year's 2022 NFL Draft. It's been a really exciting draft so far. A lot of consensus picks, a lot of non-consensus picks, especially the Texans at number 3. But the Giants are here again at number 7. There's a lot of players who they could take here. Definitely, it's a franchise who can go a lot of ways. They took Kayvon Thibodeau at number 5 most recently. Looks like Roger Goodell is coming up right now. Who is he going to select? And with their second first-round pick, the Giants are selecting Alabama offensive tackle Evan Neal. This is pretty much a really good pick. Andy, what do you think?
Dude, let's go. Joe Schoen is the best general manager of all time, dude. I'm telling you. We have suffered for so long. Terrible first-round picks every year. Daniel Jones, Eli Apple, bro. Freaking DeAndre Baker. I'm done with it. We bring in the savior, Joe Schoen, and this is what he gets us. He gets us Thibodeau, one of the best edge rushers in the draft, and now Evan Neal, arguably the best offensive lineman in the draft. The best fit for the Giants, I think, at right tackle, just because that's where he has the most experience playing. So I think he's going to make a great pair alongside Andrew Thomas. I've said many times I don't want Charles Cross here just because this is a guy, this is someone who's a pure pass protector and who can only play left tackle when we need someone who can play right tackle and who can run block as well to give Saquon the support that he needs. With Icky off the board, I think this had to be the pick, and I'm just super excited about it, man. Let's go. We got Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau. That's actually one of the best case scenarios, in my opinion, for the Giants.
As a 49ers fan, I can say that this is an excellent pick for the Giants. A lot of drafts had Evan Neal as number 1 going to the Jags, and having him fall all the way to number 7 and having it be one of their biggest positional needs at offensive tackle is like really, really good for the Giants. And I'm not being salty when I say this, but I feel like the Giants organization shouldn't get praised for doing like the thing that most people would have done. Like it's one of those situations where they just did what was expected of most people. You shouldn't be praised. Like you shouldn't be insulted for doing something or praised for doing something that most people would do. That's what I'm trying to say. But still a really good pick and happy for the Giants.
Yeah, I think this is a really good pick, and building in the trenches is definitely a way to start rebuilding a young team. Even if they aren't going to be committing to Daniel Jones long-term, whichever quarterback they do have in the future will have a stout offensive lineman who can play any position in front of them, especially with the versatility he showed playing right tackle at Alabama the first couple of years, and just being very shifty all along and just consistently being good at this big frame and lots of strength. On the other side of Andrew Thomas, I think just provides whichever quarterback they'll have in the future a good pocket presence and time to throw to one of the most overpaid wide receiving cores in the entire NFL. I think that this is a really good pick for them.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to have my moment here. No need to diss me like that. But anyway, I mean, I'm super ecstatic about this pick. I mean, when you're a team that maybe wins 3 or 4 games every year, the draft is basically the only thing you can ever look forward to, and just to be disappointed every year in the draft is just so disheartening. And now we're finally getting 2 very strong players, in my opinion, to build up the trenches on both sides. I think for me, this has to be an A+. I mean, Evan Neal is a player who basically should have gone in the top 5, in my opinion. And I wanted them to take him at 5. They got Kayvon Thibodeau instead, and they still ended up getting Neal here at 7. Big steal here. The Giants have done a great job building the offensive line, not just through this pick and with Andrew Thomas a few years ago, but through free agency as well. I think the Giants have a very bright future ahead of them with this draft.
I'd also give this pick an A+ or maybe an A if you want to be a little bit harsh. Like Andrew said, Evan Neal should have gone in the top 3 or maybe the top 5 on most unlikely draft nights for him. But the fact that he fell all the way to number 7 and the fact that he's such a great fit for the Giants shows that it's such a great pick, right place, right time. And he's also pretty NFL ready. I think compared to guys like Andrew Thomas in previous years, who are more project players, like Evan Neal's already such a good player. He's going to be such a great player for the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, he's like the best player who's played against the best competition. I mean, the thing with Ike Mekwanu is even if he is like has a lot of potential. He didn't face the same competition as he did. Like, I mean, hell, he faced Aziz Ojolari last year. So like, I mean, he's faced literally every single edge player who's been at these top institutions and gone on to be really good in the NFL. He was even a starter versus players such as Nick Bosa. Like, that's how long he's been in the Alabama system. He's been there since his freshman year, just playing every single position there. And I think throughout this year, he only allowed, I think, 1 or 2 sacks on over 1,000 plays. So that just shows the type of player who he is. He's just a stout offensive line presence. And I would give this an A because I think it's a little bit of an obvious pick, but I still think it's a really great pick. So that wraps it up for our reaction, and especially Andy's reaction as a Giants fan, to the second of 2 picks, Alabama offensive tackle Evan Neal. This is the Benchwarmers, and we are signing out. See ya.